It's one of the pots that's been fired, and as you can see, it has survived. There's been a blowout at the corner and the base where the temperature has got sort of hot very quickly and the pot has exploded. But at least it's kept its shape and is would be useful if you were actually making these to use.
Ian,
here.
As someone who's done a lot of ceramic work and pottery in the past, and just through that little experiment, do you think that the clay that you found over the other side there is actually good enough to make these pots that are on site?
Yes, I really do believe they are. The clay is relatively hard. As we've noticed, some of the clay is quite fragile of the pots that's been fired. They've added a lot of material called temper or vegetable material, so it could be rice husks, it could be straw, it could be anything, and that actually makes it more robust and more useful.
Right, so in the context of this place, this makes it a lot more interesting because previously we didn't think there was any clay deposits on the island.
That's right, and it was 3 years ago I saw a small amount, and then on this trip I've actually gone off looking and found 2 different sources of clay. And if you mix both of them together, we ended up with this pot here, and you can see it's actually survived better than the single source sort of pot. So
therefore you're confident, you know, this was a pretty hurried experiment, but if you had the time and you know you could build the proper kiln, etc., you're confident you could come up with a ceramic similar to what they're creating here.
What we'd like to do maybe next time we come is spend a little bit more time digging the clay, refining it slightly, making the pot and actually copying some of the styles, and then firing them properly. This was a very rough and ready firing. We were racing against time, and yeah, I think we can repeat this and actually reproduce one of the pieces they used in these burials.